Hi guys, I was hoping to get this video out today, but when I went to edit it, the ending was all blurred. So I'm just going to lead you into the video and I'm going to record a new ending. So Merry Christmas. Good morning everybody and welcome to Jungle Flowers Canada. Today is actually Christmas morning. You're going to hear rattling in the background. I am minding my daughter's puppy, her Doberman puppy, and that's what you can hear. She's so rambunctious. But anyway, I wanted to welcome you all to my home for Christmas. So Merry Christmas from my home to yours. If you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays, and I hope everybody is safe and warm and having a lovely time. So we had a wonderful morning. I'm speaking a little quieter than normal because my grandson is here. So my kids all stayed over last night. Well, my middle daughter is gone to Florida to spend Christmas with her in-laws, but the rest of us stayed over last night so that we could experience the joy of my grandson getting his gifts from Santa. It was absolutely wonderful. So I'm going to put in a 2-second clip of him when he saw his gifts this morning. He doesn't fully understand the concept of Santa yet. He is 22 months old now, but it was so wonderful to share that with us, and we're so grateful that my daughter and her husband chose to stay with us so we could all experience it.
Look! Did he come? What did Santa bring?
Wow!
What did Santa come? What is that? Let's see what he brought you. What is all this food?
So let's get on to the plant business. So I actually filmed a tour, a house tour, and I filmed it on my phone, and the footage was so shaky. I don't know, I think it is an issue with some Samsungs because I had it on a tripod, so there's not a tripod, I had it on a selfie stick, so it wasn't me shaking, it was I think it was like going in and out of focus all the time. So I had to abandon that. So I'm in my dining room now and I just thought, let's focus on the plants in here. And I wanted to show you some new Hoyas that I received. And I wanted to show you some Hoyas that have put out some new growth. Then we'll take a look. You can see behind me my beautiful plant window. I just love this space. It is so amazing. And I actually watched the video I put out last Christmas and these plants were so small. And it's so wonderful to see how much they've all grown. So I just thought I'd share this space with you. This is kind of the heart of our home now because this is where we eat. My goodness. Oh, she's got up the stairs. She just loves to go up and down the stairs, and I had them cornered off. But anyway, I hope she doesn't wake up my grandson. So I'm going to start. Usually we leave the best to last, but I'm going to start with the best. So this year our family decided that we would all chip in and buy everybody one good gift instead of everybody, you know, spending lots of money buying gifts for everybody. And guess what I chose? You got it, plants. So I attained an absolute wish list plant, and there'd be no points for guessing who I bought it from. I bought it from the lovely Paula. We know I talk about her a lot. She has an amazing collection and her generosity is incredible. So she had this plant listed on Marketplace and I was hemming and hawing, like I really wanted it, but like, will I get it? And then in the end I'm like, you know what, I'm going to use the money that I get for Christmas and I'm going to buy it. So I messaged her straight away, and of course she gave me a really good price on it. It was amazing. I'm so excited to get this, and to boot she also put in a cutting of another wishlist plant of mine. So I'm going to start with the best. Let me grab it here. So guys, it's a 1-leaf cutting. My husband and my family laugh like at how excited I am to get this, because to them it's just a leaf. They don't understand how some of these plants are so valuable and on so many people's wish lists, and especially if you're a Hoya collector, this is one you're going to want to get. So let me show you. So guys, can you guess? This is the Hoya Nicholsonii Grey Ghost. Look at this plant. Isn't that leaf stunning? So it was partially rooted. She had it in a little vial of water. So I put it into my palm and I actually have it down in one of my prop boxes now. But this is the highlight of my Christmas. I am so excited to get this plant. It was definitely a wishlist plant, and I've actually got a few wishlist plants this Christmas, which I used the money from my kids to buy, and I am very excited about it. So there's number one. There's water dripping out of this. So the extra cutting she gave me was the Hoya Heligiana variegated. So I have wanted this. I have the I have the yellow flower, and I really wanted the variegated, and it's so beautiful. Now don't mind, there's a polyneura in the back. This polyneura had a run-in with my daughter's puppy. So 1 to the puppy, 0 to the polyneura. I had to take a cutting of it because she took a chunk out of it, and I just have to reroot that now. So there is another wishlist plant that I got this Christmas, and it is the Hoya Heligiana variegated. Stunning. So I showed you this in my last video. This is the Hoya Wilbur Graves China, and she is stunning. But look, I have to put my glasses on so I can show you. Look what's happening here, guys. Can you see them? This is amazing, and I have this such a short time, but it's loving my pond. I'm just so excited at how quickly it has put out new growth. Look at that plant, isn't that just gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. I also got this Hoya Rangsang. Isn't that gorgeous? The leaves are so thick on this. They are just stunning. So I'm so delighted with this. I've been buying a lot of plants off of a local girl, Jennifer, and she has stunning plants. And she actually has a few more up that I'm very tempted to buy. She has an amazing collection, and I got this from her. So this is the Hoya Rangsang, another wishlist plant of mine. I ordered this a few times from Thailand and it never came. There's another one that I got from Jennifer, and I may pronounce this wrong, and if I do, I'll put it on the screen. It's the Hoya Fuwa NCs, I believe. Again, thick, strong leaf. Like, just so strong. The most amazing variegation on it, guys. Look at how beautiful this is. Okay, so now I can hear Penny growling in the background. My apologies if it is disturbing you. And it has a nice long tendril here. So another beauty. I am so delighted. Oh my gosh, I got some great plants this Christmas. This is one I got this year. It's not that new. Look at the roots on it. But I wanted to show you the new growth. So this is the Hoya Heligiana. So it came with, I think that's a new leaf. I think it just came with one leaf, just came with that leaf. And then it put out all of these new leaves. I just wanted to show it to you. You can see I have this in soil. I have a lot of my Hoyas in pond now, but this one is just loving soil. So you can see, and like I showed you, the roots again. Look, the roots are coming out the bottom. So I may take a look at this and see, does it need to be up-potted? Sometimes, although the roots are coming out the bottom and you might think it needs to be repotted, but when you actually look inside, it's not that it's root bound, it's just that the roots have come out the bottom in search of more water. So there we have the Hoya Heligiana. It's a gorgeous plant. Here is another baby that I imported. So these two leaves were the leaves that it came with, and it just put out this gorgeous big leaf. Isn't that fabulous? This is the Hoya so this is the Hoya Syngonium. So this is the Hoya Syngonium EG. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I may have butchered it, but I just wanted to show you the new leaf. Gorgeous. Such a beautiful plant. And so this would have been one of the ones I ordered from Asian Plant Exports. I honestly have no idea what I paid for it, but I don't think... I know probably the most expensive one I would have bought would have been, say, $17, and the cheapest would have been $5. I don't actually know where this ranked in that price point, but it certainly would have been no more than $17. So that's a great way to build your Hoya collection. And then the last Hoya, do I have a name on it? Of course I don't have a name on it. I will try and find the name of this, guys. Look at the new leaf. Isn't that so cute? So that is another beautiful Hoya that I imported. So guys, I know I keep saying I'll get the names of plants for you. I'm the worst in the world. I am a total disaster. I love to look at them, but I don't always know what they are. So I thought I'd give you a quick update of my window here. It's just, it brings me so much joy. This room is the heart of our home because this is where we eat our dinners. And I think everybody loves the atmosphere in here, and you can hear the fountains going. It just has like an ambience to it that everybody seems to really enjoy. So let's take a quick look. There are some new imports here. There are some regular houseplants here. And I just want to give you an update. So here we have a Dieffenbachia. I don't know which one it is, but it's not a rare one. It's just, I bought it, I think probably in Canadian Tire, and it doesn't get a lot of light here, but it just put out this new leaf, which is stunning. Look at that gorgeous leaf. And it's just happily growing away there. Like I say, there's no light or anything up there. Look, so it's catching, I guess, a little bit of light from the window, but not a lot. Here we have my Mandula Pothos, and she's starting to trail beautifully, as you can see there. Now you will notice there's some brown leaves, which I meant to cut off, but of course I didn't get around to. Here is my subfustatum. So this, I actually bought a variegated subfustatum, so I'm not sure if I'm going to keep both of them, but I just love, look at the red underleaf on that. Isn't that just beautiful? So I'm, like I say, I'm debating what to do with this plant now that I have the variegated one. Mind you, the variegated one is struggling a little bit. I have it under my grow tent and it is having problems opening the leaves. So here we have a Philodendron Tenu, and you can see I have her in palm, and she's not, doesn't get an incredible amount of light, but you can see there she is putting out a new leaf, and it was an import, I think, from Ecuador, I believe. Now here we have a dead leaf, which I should have cut off. Let me see, can I pull it off? No, these babies are strong, so I'm just going to get a shears and cut that off. So if you watched my video last year where I mounted this on of all things, a wine rack. See the wine rack there? But I just want to show you the growth. She is now reaching all the way up to the ceiling, and I am trying to get her to run across this bulkhead here. You can see I trimmed it in wood, so I'm excited to see what will happen there. I did put a hook there, but I do have some other type of hooks to get her to try and train her to go across there for me. Here we have my lovely Clarinervium, and I find this quite slow to grow. I've had it now well over a year, but look at that awful brown leaf ruining my shoot. So there's the Clarinervium. I did have two of these and I finally let one go because I'm like, okay, I do not need both. But the leaves are beautiful. They're very sturdy. They're very healthy. They're not huge, but it's been no bother. That has been the easiest plant. I literally just water it and off she goes. So here is my new Florida Ghost. If you've been following me, you know I ordered what I thought were Florida Ghost from Thailand last year. Was it last year? And they held it over for me, and I think they came around March of this year, and of course they weren't Florida Ghost. So now I finally got my Florida Ghost from Aeroidasia, and I am very excited about her. Here we have, this is definitely one of my favorites, the Alocasia Friedeck. She is the most beautiful plant, and she's putting out a new leaf there, you can see. And there are some new corms producing leaves in the soil, and this will always be a favorite of mine. I just adore this plant. Here we have my Syngonium Elbow, which is You can see, let me just pull this leaf out of the way. You can see how big she's getting now. And she puts out some amazing variegation. We get the odd green leaf, but that's okay. I don't even cut them off, I just leave them. Now we have the Syngonium Mojito. Let me see, can I get it to focus well on that leaf? Look at the variegation on that. I'm loving Syngoniums at the moment. I think they are stunning. So this was an import from Indonesia, and I think she is beautiful. This plant was also in that import, and this is a Syngonium Podophylum. Look at the leaf, it's like thin, and there's the little lobes. So incredibly cute. So this is my original batik. So I shared a cutting with a friend, but this does not like to be disturbed. So she went a bit droopy, but she's starting to come back now. Here we have the Alocasia Zebrina reticulata. Look, guys, what a leaf, hey? Isn't that stunning? So I got her with 2 leaves and she lost 1 leaf. And then this is a new leaf she's put out. I haven't any babies yet, but oh my gosh, this plant is stunning. Here is the Semesio Mychenoides, which has a gorgeous leaf. Let me see if I can get it to focus on the leaf. And this is a very inexpensive plant that I bought in Valley View Nurseries. You can see sometimes I forget to water it, and it's just merrily growing away. Here is my gorgeous Hoya Elliptica. Look at her. And she put out some blooms for me this year. She is absolutely stunning, and she's actually growing up the macrame there. Love that plant. And of course it wouldn't be a video without my stunning Hoya Compacta. So this is one of my first plants that I ever got, and I got her in 2018, and she flowered for me, not this year, but she flowered for me last year. So I'm hoping I'll get some more flowers from her next year. She is so long, I have her wrapped. She actually goes way below my windowsill. So she is gorgeous. My Hoya Compacta. And so here we have a piper. I can't remember the name of it, but it is showing up in a lot of garden centres now. It's focusing on the pot and not the leaf. There we go. Look at that gorgeous leaf. Isn't it stunning? It tends to grow upwards because it's growing up towards the lights. I have pot lights here in this window. Let's go down again. This is my Philodendron silver sword. Isn't this just terrific? Look at this plant. Now the leaves are getting a little smaller. Look at how big those leaves are. I don't know what I did here. I don't know if I overwatered or what I did. But the leaves are definitely getting a little smaller because I think it's lack of light. But it's such a gorgeous plant. I'll take the leaves whatever way they come. An honorary mention to my very first plant that I ever imported, my Thai constellation, which I imported in March 2018 for, what did we say, something like $36, guys. Now, of course, she was tiny, absolutely tiny. So you can see here there are 2 cuttings in this pot. So I obviously took a cutting from the mother plant, and the mother plant is still up in my bedroom. She's very small because I have been taking cuttings from her, but she actually has another new growth up there that I will be able to take a cutting from maybe next year. So my beautiful Philodendron Monstera Deliciosa Thai constellation. Now moving on, we have a Syngonium Pink. So this was sold to me as a pink splash, but we now know that it is a pink. Can you see her leaf is almost metallic? So beautiful. And now here is one of my wish plants that I just got, and it's the Syngonium Green Splash. Look at that leaf. That is gorgeous. This here is the Syngonium White Ribbon, similar to the other one. Now you can see this one doesn't, oh they do, what am I saying? Oh, the lobes are bigger in this one. Look at that. That just stunning. I love this plant. Gorgeous. Here is another boutique. So again, I brought this in the last import, and it's like, has always been a favorite Syngonium of mine. Here we have the Syngonium Three Kings. Gorgeous variegation. I love this plant. Also, is there a plant I don't love? So funny, so one of my subscribers wrote to me and said they were going to take, was it a shot of coffee every time I said gorgeous? I guess I say gorgeous a lot, guys. Okay, so here we have, so this was one of the plants that I imported that was supposedly a Florida ghost. But we can see there is variegation on it, but it's not a Florida ghost. I don't know what it is. It has, you know, it's kind of weird variegation on it, but every leaf is coming out with some form of variegation. And the leaves are actually beautiful. So I don't know if it's a hybrid, you know, it actually could be a sport. You can see there. Or maybe it's a hybrid of something else and we just don't know what it is. But I love it. And like I said, it's not the prettiest. The variegation is not the prettiest, but it is putting it out on every single leaf. So we will just call this a Philodendron Florida. Not sure what it is. Down here we have my Monstera Peru, and you can see she is growing up a moss pole. She did put out a big long runner, but which I cut off. But I thought the leaves would get bigger, but again, light is not optimal in this window. Here we have a Hoya Elliptica. So actually, I had two of these, so I planted them together, and she is growing away there in the window. So this is another, I really got a lot of wish list plants this year, guys. This is the Paraiso Verde, the Philodendron Paraiso Verde. Like, seriously? Seriously. Look at that leaf. The variegation is gorgeous on this plant, isn't it? So here is my Birkin. Isn't it lovely? I love the way it puts out white leaves and then they kind of fade to this beautiful striped leaf. I really think it's a stunning plant. And I know a lot of people don't like it, but I think it's a very pretty specimen. And I love it. So here we have the variegated peace lily that I brought in from Thailand. Isn't it so pretty? And it has put out a flower, but look at the flower. The flower is very green, unlike I have a domino which its flower is white. So look at the flower on it. Isn't that the cutest? The Spathiphyllum wallisii. Down here we have a Monstera adansonii, and I just have her on a moss pole. Again, not getting huge leaves because of lack of light, but it is very, very happy. And of course, we cannot forget to mention the beautiful Monstera dubia that is climbing up my live edge. So this Christmas, here is my dining room. It's actually, we ate here last night as well, so my centerpieces aren't on the table. I wanted to give you an idea of what we enjoy when we come in here for dinner. Just love that window. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you've watched till the end, don't forget to put the green heart emoji in the comments. And thank you as always for joining me. I am very grateful for you. Merry Christmas.